My name is Deborah Simon Roland, and I'm originally from Barcelona. And I'll be teaching this course called Spanish 106. Exactly what it will be called is Spanish Grammar and Composition 1. However, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I don't want you to get scared with that fancy name, because really what it is an in between 101 and 201. So it's not exactly a basic course, but it's not exactly an intermediate course. And what I mean by that is that we will be doing things that we would do in basic and in intermediate one, but all in Spanish. Basically, it's dedicated and more concentrated for students who already speak Spanish, but they need to hone the skills of writing, composition, and especially spelling and grammar. And another thing that I want to do in this course is actually translation. For example, some of you who will be teachers of Spanish, some of you who are studying to become paralegals, or any other of these professions that will require of you not only to be able to speak Spanish with your clients or with your students if you're a teacher, or with the parents themselves or administrators, but you will be able to actually write for them. And I know that nowadays computers are doing everything for us, but there's nothing more beautiful and wonderful than to be able to actually write the language that you already know and write it well. So I will be touching subjects, for example, where the most common mistakes are. We will start from scratch. And that's what I meant by it's an in-between 101 in Spanish and 201 in Spanish. Even though the name is it's grammar and composition, we're going to go over what we would do in 101 or 201, but aim to the students who already speak Spanish. However, when I say this, I know that some of you who are not from Spanish descent, you're thinking, oh, that means I cannot take the course. No. As an instructor, I will actually allow students who are not specifically from Spanish descent to actually join our course by all means. Regardless of whether, like, let's say, for example, you have a little bit, it depends on each case, to be honest with you. Let's say, give me an example, somebody who is from North American descent and you're an Anglo speaker, but you have 101 and 102 already, okay? And you say, well, I would like to take a step further because I want to, for my job or whatever, I need to work in a paralegal in an office that I'm going to have a lot of clients that are Spanish, or in a hospital or in a school that's like bilingual, and I'm going to need to be able to write things in Spanish, and I'm not afraid to take that further step of going to a class that will be full of actually Spanish descent students, or heritage students as they call them. By all means, you will be allowed to take this course. I made that one of my prerequisites, and I put it there in the catalog so that you know that I don't want you to be scared to join the course just because it is supposed to be for heritage students. I think that the advantage to take a course like this, that even if you're an Anglo speaker, is that it's that whole immersion thing. So if you're not afraid of the immersion thing, that you are going to be listening to Spanish, me and the students and everybody, and you're going to be able to speak Spanish the whole time, then I think this will be the course for you. So to summarize it a little better, because I talked so much, I would say it's an in-between of 101 and 102 and 201, sorry, but a little bit more advanced. Even though we will go through the ABCs of everything and where the accents go and why, and because even though computers put the accents for you, but computers put them in the wrong places, so sometimes you will have to write by hand for them or with them or something. And the article seems like such an easy thing that, oh, I know where to put el and la, but sometimes you put them in the wrong places precisely because of that problem with the English and Spanish connection, and how you are in a bilingual world where you are mixing English and Spanish all the time, to the point that we have the new phenomenon that you all know about, which is Spanglish. So sometimes you will be using a sentence. I've had some of my students tell me, I've been using this sentence, I've been using this expression my whole life, because my abuela and my mama, they say it all the time, and that's fine because it's a new language, Spanish. I'm sorry, Spanglish. Yeah? It's a linguistic phenomenon, but in a formal environment where you have to write letters, where you have to fill out forms for the court, things like this, you have to know the difference between what's the colloquial and family Spanish that you know so well, and the formal Spanish that should be written in the formal places, right? I think that this course can be aimed or can be very useful for many other people. For example, one of the things is that when you work in these environments, you will be asked to translate, not only to write something from scratch, but to translate for them. Not only vocally, but in writing. And when you are a translator, which I was before I became a professor, I was a translator in Spain. It seems also very easy to be able to translate. And that's another thing that we will do in class. We will actually take a look at many examples of bad translations. Translations that people just think, oh, this is how you say something. And I cannot tell you how horrified I am. Sometimes I see examples of translations of things that are directly taken from English, right? So, and so on and so forth. So I think it will be a lot of fun, and I encourage you to sign up for it and try and see if you like it, okay? And if you have any questions, let me know. The professor will give you my email and my contact information, so I can send you the syllabus and I can explain to you a little further. This next semester, it will be in person, and we're going to try to do this in person more often than not, because we think, and I think specifically, that this course is very important that we do it in person so we can discuss things. And last but not least, I almost forgot, I wanted to show you the book that we're going to use. This is a book from Pearson. I really like it. Manual de Gramática y Ortografía para Hispanos. So it has a lot of very nice, none of the funny drawings and everything. It's just all a lot of work and a lot of explanations, and all the explanations that I can give you and then some. But also it comes with a program, a web program. So because this course, you're going to meet me twice a week, not very long, shortly. I think it's an hour and 15 minutes, something like that each time. But then because it's web enhanced, like they call it, you're going to have homework to do at home with the program. Okay. And then we can revise it in class and so on and so forth. So it's a very good program. Really recommend it. And anyway, so I hope that you contact me and you can come to my class. Hasta luego.